Okay, hello. Welcome to Glitter Goddess Yoga. Today we're doing motivation flow. And as usual, because we can't see you and respond to your body, listen to your body and be intentional about your movements between poses. Also, we have construction happening still on our house, so sorry about that. Great opportunity to observe. Okay. Definitely suggest having water nearby to stay hydrated. And if you have a pillow and a couple blankets, that would be helpful during the flow as well. So we're going to start seated. Find a tall, long spine. You can roll the shoulders back. And we'll just begin by tapping into the natural breath. And while we're here, you can start to elongate each breath. And from here, we'll drop the head to the left shoulder, keeping the right shoulder down and back. And then we'll drop the chin to the chest. And roll the head over to the right side, keeping the left shoulder down. And then we'll go back to chin to chest, keeping a tall spine. And on your next exhale, we'll keep the chin down and just round the spine, tucking the hips. And on the inhale, you can press the chest forward, hips reaching back. Open the chest, open your throat. And keep the cycle going, exhaling chin to chest, around the spine. Inhaling to puff the chest forward, reach the hips back. Open the chest. Last round here. Bringing the spine back to neutral, bring the upper body using the shoulders around in a circle. Warming up the spine. And when you're ready, you can bring the circle to the other direction. Allow the chest to open up when it comes forward, tucking the hips when it goes back into the back face. And we'll bring the spine back to neutral. Let's reach one arm out long and send the other up and over. And when you're ready, you can switch to the other side. And we'll come back to center. From here, let's bring the right hand to the left knee and the left hand behind us for a twist. You can inhale to send the spine long, reaching tall. Exhaling to turn the chin all the way to the left, deepening the twist. And when you're ready, you can reach the arms up and over to switch to the other side. Inhaling to reach tall and long. Exhaling to deepen the twist. And when you're ready, you can release. From here, if you have your pillows nearby, you can use them to adjust your seat. If you're sitting cross-legged, you can have the knees fall down to the pillows. Or this way, you can tuck your pillow this way. So from here, we'll clasp the hands ahead of us and reach the arms up overhead. We're going to inhale to puff the chest forward, reaching far and long with the hands. Exhale to press away, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, pressing up and over. Exhale, slow and controlled exhale to round the spine. Inhaling, pressing up and away. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, pressing up and away, maybe extending back in the spine a little bit. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. One more time, inhaling to press up. Then exhale, you can release around the spine. When you're ready, however you'd like to get there, we'll meet in tabletop. Stacking the hands beneath the shoulders and the knees beneath the hips. It can feel good to have a blanket at the knees. And we'll start with some cat-cows. So pressing forward with the hands into the mat, reaching the hips up and back. For cow, press the chest forward, open heart. And on your exhales, you can round the spine, tuck the hips, reaching the forehead toward the hips, pressing the mat away. And you can go to the flow of your own breath here. Allowing your movement to be slow and fluid. After your next exhale, we'll bring the spine back to neutral and bring the knees out just a little bit wider to touch the toes behind us and send the hips back for child's pose. You can let your head sink heavy into the mat. Spread the hands out far overhead. From here, we'll crawl the hands over to the upper right side, stretching out the left side body. Again, you can let the head hang heavy. Reach that left hip down and back. And then we'll crawl through center to the other side, reaching right hand long to the upper left, reaching the right hip down and back, letting the head hang heavy. Just breathe into the sensation on the right side of the body. And when you're ready, we'll crawl back through center. We'll take a couple breaths here before coming back up to tabletop. This is a great place to return anytime throughout the flow. When you're ready, we'll come back up to tabletop. And from here, we'll send the right leg back, tucking the toe. You can bounce into this, pulsate into the ankle, sending the ankle back. Once you've opened up the calf, you can float that right leg, engaging in the lower back. Just reaching the leg long, you can point and flex here. And then we'll drop the right knee to meet the left. Let's send the left foot back, pulsating in the left ankle, opening up the calf. And then whenever you're ready, you can float that left foot, point and flex, engage in the lower back. When you're ready, we'll drop that knee. Again, coming back to tabletop. From here, we'll send both legs back, tucking the toes. You can drop the knees as a modification for plank. Here, we're pressing into the mat with all points in the hands, making sure the shoulders are dropped. And keeping the feet where they are and the hands where they are, we'll send the hips up and back with bent legs for downward dog. And you can press back with the heels. Whenever you're ready, we'll walk the hands toward the feet for forward folds, keeping bent knees. Just allow the head to hang heavy here. You can grab opposite elbows. And on your next inhale, we'll straighten the legs slowly with control. And on the exhale, you can bend. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. One more time. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. And from here, we'll come to standing. You can raise the hands up over the head. And exhale, bring the arms back down to the hips. We'll take a moment to ground ourselves. You can roll the shoulders back. From here again, we'll inhale, raising the arms up and over. And exhale, swan dive down for forward fold. Inhale, flat back, pressing into the shins, sending the head long, gaze down between the toes. Exhale, forward fold, bent knees. We'll inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. And you can crawl the hands forward for a plank. Again, you can do knee down plank. We'll press the hips forward, open the chest, sending the neck long, engaging in the lower back for upward dog. Take a couple breaths here. And then we'll tuck the toes behind us again, coming up through plank into downward dog. Again, you can keep bent knees. Send the hips up and back. Keep the long, tall spine here, reaching the neck long. Keeping the shoulders in their sockets. And we'll walk the hands toward the feet one more time. We'll inhale to straighten the legs. Exhale to bend. Inhale to straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. And on the next inhale, we'll straighten and come back up to standing. Trace the arms up overhead. And exhale, arms back down by our sides. If you have a pillow nearby, we'll get it set up in front of us. And we'll bring the pillow beneath our hips like this, spreading the legs out further from our hips. And then we'll point the feet out into diagonals. So we want our knees to be bending in the direction of our toes for goddess squat. So we're going to drop down, allowing the pillow to be the support for our hips here. So if you need to stack higher, wherever feels comfortable. So take this moment to figure out where this feels best for you. And when you get here, just check in with the toes again that they're facing in the direction of the knees. And you can bend in the elbows, pressing into below the knee, maybe coming to prayer hands to help that opening. Maybe opening up with the arms, pressing the palms outward. Either way, we're finding an open throat, a long spine, reaching the hips back and the chest forward. This is a good place to come into the belly breath, sending the breath down toward the hips into the belly, allowing the belly to expand on the inhales and deflate like a balloon on the exhales. And from here, we'll drop the hands down, pressing the hips up to come back to standing. You can press your pillow away or step ahead from your pillow. From here, we'll spread the legs out as long as you need to bend in the left, sending the right out long, We're pressing the heel into the floor here, using the support of our hands. And when you're ready, we'll crawl through a wide-legged forward fold to drop to the other side. Again, flexing the foot, you can press the heel into the floor, engage in the leg. And we'll crawl through the center for a wide-legged forward fold again. And here, let's come to flat back. So pressing the hands against the shin, reaching the hips up and back, finding strength in the feet, pressing into the mat with all corners of the feet. And exhale, lower back down. You can crawl the feet back in toward one another. Bending the knees again on the exhale. You can let the head hang heavy. You can grab opposite elbows if that feels good for you. And again, we'll inhale to straighten. Exhaling to bend. Inhale to straighten. Exhaling to bend. One more time, inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. And while you're here, you can set up your pillow for our lunges. On the next inhale, we'll raise the arms up and over. Exhale, arms back down by the sides. Inhale, arms up and over. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Reaching the head long, reaching the hips back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, again, we'll reach the arms up overhead, extended mountain pose. Exhale, arms back down by our sides. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, extended mountain pose. Exhale, arms by our sides. Going into our lunge, we'll step the right foot ahead of our pillow, keeping the left foot behind us. We can come to our toe on the left side and just press forward with the left hip, squaring the hips. And then you can drop the heel down. We'll bend forward, finding our pillow to reach the right hip back, extending over our right leg, stretching out the right hamstring. If it feels good for you here, you can engage in the right leg, press the right heel into the floor, and send the toes up. And return that foot back to the floor. We'll push the pillow back where your knee will land on it for lunge. So here we're dropping our hands down to frame the foot, bending in the right knee, and just let the left leg fall onto the pillows. And here we're still pressing the left hip forward, Still trying to keep the hips squared. Finding a stack on our right side that the knee is right above the ankle. We can press into high lunge. Open the chest, open the throat. You can send the arms up if it feels good for you. And bring the hands back down to frame the foot for low lunge. Find a moment of balance here, pressing into the floor with the left hand by the right foot. We'll send the right arm up and over for a twist. It can help to have some distance between the hand and the foot on the floor if you're losing your balance here. Now let's return that hand back to frame the foot. We'll tuck the toe behind us and send the right foot back to meet the left. So from here in our plank, we'll drop the knees down, going back for upward dog, engaging in the lower back, pressing down into the shoulders, finding length in the neck. And when you're ready, we'll press up and back with the hips for downward dog. And we'll walk the hands toward the pillows, toward our feet for forward fold. Here on our next exhale, we'll bend. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. Coming up for chair pose, we'll keep the bend in our knees and just try to send the torso up as if we're seated in a chair. You can find an open chest. You can reach the arms up and over, engaging in the lower back, engaging in the legs. Whenever you're ready, you can exhale, forward fold, maybe straightening again on the inhales and bending on the exhale. We'll take a moment here. Just let the head hang heavy. Maybe take a moment to wiggle around, stretch out the lower back. And when you're ready, we'll come back to extended mountain pose on your next inhale. Reaching the arms up and over. And exhale, arms back down by our sides. We'll send the left foot ahead of the pillow beneath us again. And same thing on this side. We'll come to our toe on the right foot, pressing the right hip forward. And then drop the heel back to the floor. Find your pillow beneath you to give you some support, raising the earth toward your body. Reaching the left hip back for this hamstring stretch, breathing into the sensation in the left leg. And again, I'll invite you to press the heel into the floor, raising the toes up toward the ceiling, engaging. Finding the breath here. And you can drop that foot back to the floor. We'll press the pillow back so our knee can land on it for this lunge. So dropping the knee down, you can find a stack on the left side. Frame the foot with both hands. Just press the right hip forward, maybe press the back of the foot into the floor. And when you're ready, you can use the knee to press up. Engaging in the lower back, you can send the hands up if it feels good. Open the chest, open the throat. Find a slow, controlled breath. And drop down to frame the foot. We'll press the right hand into the mat and send the left hand up and over for a twist. And drop the left hand down to frame the foot again. We'll tuck the toe behind us and go back into plank by sending the left foot back to meet the right. Going into upward dog again, we'll send the knees down to the pillow, press the hips forward, engage in the lower back, pressing into the hands or finding length in the neck, gazing ahead. And send the hips up and back, keeping the feet where they are for downward dog. Take whatever you need in our last downward dog. Maybe making eights with the hips. Maybe pedaling back with both feet. Maybe finding the full expression here. When you're ready, we'll release the knees down. Coming back through tabletop, we'll meet seated. From here, we'll extend the right leg long and tuck the left in. You can flex in the foot, reach the chest forward. If you have a pillow, actually, this can feel really good to lean forward onto. For your forward folds on the right side, maybe pressing the chest forward, or you can round the spine.
Hi.
Whatever feels good for you.
Sure, 1 second.
When you're ready, we'll sit back up and bring the right hand to the left knee. Reverse the left arm up and over. If it feels good for you, you can reach that hand toward the foot. Opening the chest toward the ceiling. Finding big, deep inhales and a slow, controlled exhale. Let's release the hand. Keeping the right hand on the left knee, you can send the left hand to the right knee, so the arms are crossed, left over right. And then you can crawl the left arm down as far as you can, keeping the hips tucked, stretching out the lower back. Try to keep both hips on the floor here. When you're ready, you can release. We'll switch to the other side. Stretch the left leg out long. And you can use your pillow for support here. You can either press the chest forward, leaning over the leg, or round the spine, let the head hang heavy. Return back to the breath. Engage on the left foot, press the left heel into the floor. And when you're ready, we'll sit back up. Bring the left hand to the right knee and send the right hand up and over. Reaching far and long with the right arm. And you can tilt the chest toward the ceiling if it feels good. And then facing the torso, back to front, we'll bring the right hand over our left. So the left hand is still on the knee. The right hand comes to the left leg. We'll crawl down the leg with the right hand, tucking the hips, stretching the lower back. We can round in the spine here. Try to keep that right hip on the floor. And when you're ready, we'll release. You can remove your pillow. We'll bring both feet to the floor ahead of us, bending in the knees. And we can slowly just lower back down to the mat. When our shoulders meet the mat, we can bring the arms out to a T and drop the knees from left to right. Windshield wipe the legs from side to side. And bringing the legs to stillness, we'll reach the left leg out long, reaching the heel far away from the body, up toward the ceiling. You can grab the back of the leg, maybe giving some topical heat to behind the knee. Point the toe, flex, and you can pull in toward the body while pressing away with the heel, finding an isometric tension, keeping both hips on the floor. And then when you're ready, you can bend the knee, drop that left ankle onto the right knee, and we'll thread through behind the right, clasping the hands behind the right thigh. You can pull in toward the chest, trying to keep a nice flat spine against the mat, and working toward pulling in toward the chest and maybe pressing away with the left elbow. Rotating the right ankle. Returning back to the belly breath here. When you're ready, you can release. We'll bring the feet back down to the floor. And then we'll send the right foot back up, reaching the heel toward the ceiling, engaging in the entire leg. You can get some topical heat behind the knee. Point the toes. And flex. And again, you can find that isometric tension by pulling in toward the body with the hands and pressing away with the heel. This can be as gentle or intense as you would like, as long as we're keeping both of the hips on the floor, breathing into this. And we'll bend in that right leg, drop the ankle onto the knee, and thread behind the right thigh. Again, we're working toward keeping a flat spine against the mat. While pulling in toward the chest, you can press away with the right elbow. Maybe rotate in the left ankle. One more breath here. And release, bring the feet back to the mat. From here, we'll stretch the arms out up overhead and reach the legs out long. Inhaling to reach the arms long and wide overhead. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, release. Inhale to reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, release. Coming into Shavasana, you can bring the hands back down by the hips. You can open the palms toward the sky or have them flat against the floor. Allow your feet to flop out. Allow the lower back to sink down, the shoulders to sink down, the head to sink down into the mat. Coming to rest at the end of our movement practice, and take a moment to notice the sensations in our bodies. Use the exhales as an opportunity to release tension in the body. Using the inhales to feel light, and the exhales to feel heavy, sinking into the floor. And for our last few breaths in Shavasana, I'll invite you to bring the right hand to the heart and the left hand to the belly. And invite you to think about, what is your source of motivation today? Whatever it is that comes to mind, you can hold that in your heart. We'll breathe into this just a few times, breathing in and out. Inhaling and exhale. One more time, thinking about this motivation, breathing in and out. Just holding this with us today. You can take a moment to crawl over to one side. Find a moment of comfort before pressing up to seated for our closing breaths. And when you're here, you can sit tall and long, roll the shoulders back. You can have the hands at the knees, resting over the heart or at heart center. A breath for the indigenous people who were here on this land before colonization, breathing in and out. A breath to thank ourselves for our practice today, breathing in and out. A breath to appreciate the motivation and support we receive from others. Breathing in and out. And a breath for the intentions and well-being of everyone practicing with us today. Breathing in and out. Namaste. Thanks for joining us today. Yes, yarn pit in the fireplace. So, as usual, thanks for practicing with us. Share this out with others. If you enjoyed it, feel free to send us feedback. We love feedback. You can DM me on my Facebook, which is tagged in this post. We're also going live on YouTube now on our Glitter Goddess page. And on Saturdays, we are going live with the Providence Community Yoga Libraries, led by Trenti. And yeah, if you want to donate, you can Venmo the Glitter Goddesses or DM us. All the donations go to queer, trans, and POC families during the COVID crisis. So I hope you all have a good day. Bye. Bye.